I got bad news for gun owners. Not only do you have another year of potential executive orders, also, if President Obama doesn't get your guns, Hillary Clinton thinks that she might. That's right. She's campaigning in New Hampshire just yesterday, and the Democratic frontrunner actually said this, sort of asked out loud, and said, listen, recently Australia managed to get away or take away tens of thousands, millions of guns in 1 year. They were all gone. Can we do that? If we can't, why can't we? In response, well, she said, I think that's worth considering. I do not know enough details to tell you how we would do it or how it would work, but certainly your example is worth looking at. Talking to someone from Australia. Joining me now, Jillian Melchior. National Review reporter Eboni Williams and Erick Erickson are back with me. Erick, I'll start with you. It's interesting. A lot of people are really, there's a lot of anxiety already that President Obama will somehow use executive orders or attempt to take away guns, tax bullets, do something. Now, of course, if Hillary wins, it looks like she may up the ante as well.
Yeah, I'm going back to buy another gun tomorrow. I bought one last weekend, too. It might as well start collecting now before they try to round them up. It was interesting in this forum. She was in favor of a national buyback. The president himself has mentioned Australia as a common sense gun reform example 4 times. What they leave out is that, in fact, it was a mandatory, no discretion buyback. The rate at which the state purchased the guns from the citizens was not a free market rate, but a rate just imposed by the government. That's what they want. Luckily, we have a Second Amendment in this country. But, if they can appoint a couple justices to the Supreme Court to reverse the Heller decision, which made it an individual right, well, it's game over for gun owners.
Jillian, I got to tell you something. Everyone knows. I mean, it's a more or less an open secret, if you will, that if the administration could, they would certainly attack or amend the Second Amendment and make it a lot easier. The president has made no bones about it. He wants guns. He wants all of our guns.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what Hillary is responding to in this question is a very radical gun control proposal. I mean, this is stronger than gun registration. This is stronger than some of the things that have been proposed in Congress. Australia coerced it. They went after people's guns in a coercive way. And so this is about as far to the left on gun control as you can possibly get.
Eboni?
Charles, come on, give me a break. Hillary Clinton doesn't even believe this for 1 second. What you saw in that town hall was pure political theater. She's a lawyer. She knows the Constitution. We're not overturning Heller. This is Hillary Clinton once again trying to at least have the public see her as further left than she really is.
Hillary Clinton is elected on the platform that includes this. She gets in office and then she doesn't do it. She doesn't even make a half-hearted attempt at doing it. She gets a chance to appoint a couple of justices, to Erick's point. She doesn't appoint Supreme Court justices that will certainly look favorable on changing or amending the Second Amendment.
It's just not feasible. I know a little something about a classic con law analysis, and there are so many lesser restrictive means to which to balance the public safety proponent of gun control. There's no way that happens.
And I also think the political momentum for this is diminished. I mean, if they couldn't get some level of gun control passed after Sandy Hook, it's pretty doubtful that they can do it now.
But one thing I think we can all expect is that there will be incidents that come up that provide the groundswell for this sort of attempt. And again, if she was president, and she were to appoint justices, you never know. But Erick, after listening to Eboni, do you still need to go out and buy that gun?
Oh, absolutely. I think so. Listen, these guys, they'll politicize the Supreme Court as best they can. Precedent doesn't really matter if Anthony Kennedy wants to do something, and it doesn't matter if any of the other justices have a majority and want to do something. Who cares about Heller when they want to change their mind?
Eboni, last word to you.
Yeah, no, it's just not going to happen, Erick. I mean, look, as much as gun control is a hot-button topic, the Constitution's the Constitution, analysis is analysis, and there's no executive order that's going to overturn that.
Well, just my 2 cents in there. Anybody out there who's thinking about buying a gun, go buy it as soon as you can, just to be on the safe side.
Indeed.
Thanks a lot, guys.